Hello everybody, what's going on? Jerome here from Awesome Sauce Films, and today I have for you my first ever Homefront commentary. And yes, I actually did bother picking up the game, even though a lot of people ended up returning it, and I would have to say I am very satisfied with it. I know I kind of jumped on the whole Homefront bandwagon a little late, and I probably assume that this video won't even get that many views, because, I mean, hey, no one really cares about Homefront anymore, which is a little unfortunate, to be honest, because in my mind, I actually love this game. I think that it's a fantastic game. I think along with Gears of War 3, the beta, I think if Gears of War 3 beta was still out, I'd probably be playing in between these two games for the next like 2 months, 3 months, because I just love it. I think it's fantastic. And I mean, maybe I have to be the only one, because I would actually put it at this way, or put it best this way, that even though the Modern Warfare 3 trailer just came out, along with the announcement of Modern Warfare 3, I kind of am more excited to play about this than I am about, like, Modern Warfare 3 coming out, because I feel like when Modern Warfare 3 comes out, it'll kind of just, it'll sweep everyone away, it'll take everyone, like, in, and everyone will want to play it, but I feel like it'll take away from a lot of the other games that perhaps deserve a lot more recognition, like this game, and I feel like everyone's just going to get lost in the whole Modern Warfare craze, as opposed to maybe perhaps playing, God forbid I say this, the best game. And I don't, like, I'm not saying this is the best game, I'm just saying, like, you know, the best game for them, or whoever you are, like, you know, the people out there. But I feel like a lot of people are going to get lost in the Modern Warfare 3 craze. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to get it too. I'm probably going to make videos for it, I'm probably going to get it, you know, I'll probably play it a lot too. But I'm just saying, perhaps just to open some people's minds, the best game for you isn't necessarily like the game that's like sold the most copies at GameStop or sold blah blah blah. I don't know. It's just, you know, completely opinion. Like for me, I was perfectly fine with playing Halo 3 and Halo Reach, but and I know I'm gonna get raged for that. But I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of people feel otherwise, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't like playing mainstream games, and I'm not like a video game hipster or anything of the sort. I'm kind of just a person that realizes that perhaps, you know, you can play a game that isn't as that popular as you would want it to be, and you can still have a good time. But, I don't know. A lot of people have different views about that. But, anyway, I know I've been getting into a lot of other games and things like that, so I want to try and, you know, zone in a little bit and focus a little bit on Homefront, as opposed to just, I spent most of the video talking about Halo Reach and Modern Warfare 3, so let's just zone in on Homefront. So, anyway, what I actually have to end up doing here is, you get a code that comes with the game, and it's a battle code, and if you lose it, then you have to pay $10 online to get another one. Now, I got a used version, so mine was already used, the battle code, and I don't feel like paying $10, so I'm kind of at a loss right now where I can only get to level 5 without, you know, anything else. And the thing is that I don't really get many other weapons that way, so I'm kind of stuck with the beginning weapons and things, so I just kind of use the assault class every time, and it actually turns out pretty good. I ended up going 22 and 10 in this video using the only M4 class, which I don't know, I actually kind of like the M4. I think it's a good gun in this game. The only thing about it that I don't really like is the range, but I mean, I imagine in real life, as well as other games, the range for the M4 isn't fantastic either. But I guess I was kind of expecting a little more of how Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, maybe this is just me that's realized it, but Modern Warfare 2 especially, you can get some good range on guns, especially assault rifles, that perhaps maybe isn't realistic, maybe it is, I don't know. But this game, I guess it was kind of less of the range I was expecting coming from Modern Warfare, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, you know, different type of game, different, you know, how it's played, everything like that. I guess it was meant for more close quarters combat. But, I still like the gun. I still think it does enough damage overall, and I think if you do controlled bursts like I've been doing, you can really lay down a few good shots, and you can, I don't know, maybe just see what happens. But, when I use it, when I use it, I tend to do pretty well. I tend to go positive, but the problem is when I try and mix it up a bit, I have a lot of trouble, especially using the sniper. In fact, I thought from the start I'd be a good sniper, so I started using that, like, off the beginning of the game when I first got it, and, needless to say, well, not needless to say, you guys don't really know me, I'm not a good sniper. So let me put it that way. I'm just going to make it blunt for all of you. I'm a terrible sniper in almost every single video game there ever was. And except for Halo 3, actually, and Halo Reach. I was good in those games. Amazing. But everything else I suck at for sniping. And, so I tried it in this game, and yeah, it went just about as well as trying to jump off the Empire State Building on fire into a pit of water and hoping you survive. and that's kind of like basically the best thing I can equate it to, because honestly I did terrible sniping. And I actually, as soon as that happened, I was thinking about like just giving the game back in or trading it back in after I make a video or two, but then I was like, hey, I've only tried the sniper, why don't I give something else a go? And that's kind of how I fell into a few other weapons, and it actually led me into a few different categories that I didn't think I'd be using. And one of those categories is the SMG. Although I don't use it in this video, I actually do enjoy using the SMG, and I'm probably going to make a few videos in the future using it. And once again, I have to use the designated class, so, or the, yeah, you know, like the classes that come with the game I have to use, and which surprisingly aren't that bad. I mean, I know in like Call of Duty and games like that, the classes that you start with are not classes you want to use. But this game, I guess, is a little different. I don't know. Could just be me. And, oh, also, one thing I like about this game, I'm surprised I have not talked about it yet, is 100% what I like is how the kill streaks work. Now, for those of you that don't know, you probably are, you know, if you play Call of Duty, you know how kill streaks work in there, and you know that, you know, get enough kills and you can get a kill streak. Well, this game does it a little differently. It's not so much a kill streak as a, just kind of a bonus. And the way you get the bonus is by killing people or doing objectives like, you know, capturing points, or headshots count as extra, you know, challenges, things like that. And what you can do is spend the points on various kill streaks, such as Hellfire is one of them I use. It's a missile from a type of airplane. You get 2 shots from it. You can also get things like an RPG. Yeah, like an RPG counts as a, which is pretty cool, because I know a lot of people like abusing that in Call of Duty, and it gets people pissed off. In this, you actually have to earn your way to use the RPG, so I guess that's good news for the people that don't really like it. And, you know, things like that. But the cool part about it that I like is they're not really game changers. So they make it easy for you to obtain. Well, not easy. It's time consuming, but they make it easy. Like, anyone can really obtain a kill streak in this game. But the thing is that they're not abusive. So, like, in Call of Duty, if they had something like, you know, what I've been describing to you all, the what is it called? Damn it, I can't remember. Oh, sorry. With the Hellfire missile, I mean, to be honest with you, if I had done that in Call of Duty, I guarantee you if they brought that in there, it'd be like, you know, press RT to auto-fire nuclear Hellfire missiles. Like, that's kind of like Call of Duty kill streaks for you. And sorry to bash on Call of Duty. I really do like the game. I think it's good, but there are some things with kill streaks that should be changed. And, you know, that's kind of one of them. Especially in Modern Warfare 2, you are the biggest perpetrator of over, like, you know, abused kill streaks. It really is. And regardless of all that, I mean, this game really, it kind of, not that it depowers the kill streaks, but it makes them more manageable and makes them more reasonable. So you're not going to be going 50-0 because you got an AC-130 2 minutes into the game. You know, you might end up getting 2-3 kills because of a kill streak in this, but that's about the extent of your little really good rain. And sorry about that hiccup, that was kind of strange, don't know why, but you know, it just kind of adds a little bit to it. I really like it personally, that the system that they use for it. And another thing though, in terms of the kill streaks that I really like, I really like how what is it? Not only that it like depowers it and also keeps it down to like a minimum, the amount you can use, but I also really like the fact that they're kind of diverse in that they're things that you would normally be given in other games, but they don't give it to you immediately, you have to earn them, and I think that's pretty cool. So one thing is like Flak Jacket. Flak Jacket's a perk in Call of Duty. In Homefront, that's a kill streak. You have to earn like the Flak Jacket. You have to buy it using your own like battle points. And I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. And you know, things like that. So you really just kind of things that you normally would be given in other games, you have to work for and you have to earn them. And another cool thing is that I like is you can use your battle points towards team rewards, and team rewards are vehicle based, which is pretty cool because once again, a lot of times, like I said, things are given to you. So you take Halo for instance. Halo, they give you all these different vehicles, things like that, tanks, depending on what you're playing, and you didn't really do anything to earn it. In this, you have to spend your battle points to buy, say, a tank, an LAV, a helicopter, a Humvee, literally every vehicle you have to earn, even though it's like a team vehicle, you have to buy it using your battle points. And I think that's pretty cool that it makes you not only work for the things that, like, you know, that, like, work for things that, you know, you should have to work for, instead of having them just hand it to you like in a little handout like a lot of games. But I think it's also cool because with the team-based ones, it kind of makes you work more closely with your teammates, and you could be like, hey, I'm gonna call in a Humvee, can you XYZ, can you do the, I don't know, it's just kind of cool, kind of forces you to work with your team a little more. Anyway, guys, I think that's all I have time for, so thank you all for watching, and please, if you like this, watch my other Homefront videos that are soon to come out. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.